I thought of before is how do you deal with losing? Because everybody loses, and
Yeah, I've lost so much.
yeah, and it
I've
sucks.
lost more than people that had fights. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've had
yeah,
33 Muay Thai fight losses and 3 boxing losses, so 36 losses all up. Yeah, everyone hurts. Every single loss hurts, but it's just motivation. I'm very lucky that in Muay Thai, I'm fighting the best. So if I lose to a killer on a close points decision, I know I do my best, but he was just a little bit better today. And I tell people all the time, all right, you beat me today. Let's rematch in a month. I bet you you won't beat me again. You beat me today, but you won't beat me again. And I just use that as motivation because I know I'm the best. I want to be the best. I know I want to prove I'm the best. So if I lose today, I'll train twice as hard as I did the last fight to make sure I don't make that mistake again. And then yeah, but every loss does suck.
yeah,
And then the ones we have to go to hospital, they're the worst too. So sometimes when you know it's like you have to be mentally prepared to go to hospital, win, lose or draw. So no matter if you win and you go to hospital, at least you can rub the trophy on the cut and it's like that feels nice. But if you if you lose, it's like everything hurts twice as much because not only did you get hurt, but you also lost as well. So
yeah.
yeah, it's just it's just part of the
You,
gig.
you're twice as sore.
Have you had
Yeah.
situations where after you like people have approached you after you've lost, not coaches and that, like just randoms, fans or whatever, they're trying to help you, trying to give you advice or something on a loss?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm very lucky to have very supportive supporters. So with a lot of people's social media, they have a lot of hate and a lot of this and that. Everyone on my social media is so cool. Everyone's really positive. No one ever starts shit. There's just I'm very lucky that everyone that follows me in the Muay Thai scene and on social media is just nothing bad to say. It's really really nice.
Did you watch Canelo versus Kovalev? Kovalev?
No, I was watching the UFC. Come on.
No, because it started after. It started after. I watched them both. So you
Yeah.
didn't get to
wasn't
see
paying,
any of
I
it?
wasn't. I wasn't paying. I wasn't paying double. I already spent my week's allowance on the UFC. So and that was money well spent. I really enjoyed that show. That was one of the best shows I've seen for a while.
On that, what do you think of Till and Gastelum?
Yeah, it was amazing. Tilford, very smart. Yeah, it was a good fight. He's a threat for sure. He's so big. I can't believe how big he is. I can't believe he got the friggin' 170 in the old days. He would have been hurt. And even now, he looks like he's struggling to make the weight now. He's a monster. So, and because he's a Muay Thai guy too, he's done a lot of stuff with my friends, Andy and Liam in the UK. He used to go and train with him. So I've never met him personally, but we just have that connection because we're all together. So, yeah, he's definitely one to watch out for.
He looks very good, eh? He looks really... What do you think of the way Gastelum fought him?
It's so hard because Till's so big and so long. Just trying to get into that range, and then Till was on. He used his footwork quite well. He was using his jab, using his range, trying to keep him at the end of his punches. He fought awesome.
What for you now moving forward? What's next? You got the Mundine fight. Then what else? What other seminars, etc. And where can people find you as well?
I haven't thought of anything besides the fight, and nothing else matters besides this fight. After that, what happens. But everything's 100% focused on the 30th of November. So Mundine's my key, and hopefully he's the key that can open up a few doors for me after I retire. I'd love to get into some commentary, perhaps. I have so much knowledge when it comes to the fight sports, and I'd love to not fade away, retire, and just disappear. I want to stay relevant, and to get into the media or something that'd be something that I'd love to get into. But if not, I just keep teaching at the gym and cruising around doing seminars, and who knows? You might see me working at Macca's.
Have you before when you in Thailand? Correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't have like a Muay Thai background, but you don't spar a lot, but you fight a lot. Is that correct? In
No, we
Thailand,
spar all the time.
so you spar a lot.
In Thailand, it's more when we do boxing. We spar boxing twice a week, and that was with 18-ounce gloves on, and it's 100%. But when we do the Muay Thai is more of a play. Back then we didn't even wear shin pads, so everyone was really controlled, and so you don't have to hit someone hard to know that you got. And then when it's fight time, you just go crazy. And then the pad holders are so good back in the day that they don't call the techniques. It's just freestyle. So whatever you throw, they have the pads ready to catch whatever you throw. Knee punches, kicks, knees. And then as soon as you stop, they're attacking you back. So it's almost like a fight. So you're thinking about offense as well as defense and plus counters as well. So and the whole time you're working. So it's tough. It's hard. So but it's fun. It's the play sparring is cool. It's the only thing that when I first got there, getting embarrassed by a 14 or 15-year-old kid, it's like, what the hell? I can't touch this kid and he's all over me. That sucks. That's frustrating. So, but it makes you want to learn as quick as you can because you don't want to get beat up by little kids.
Have you had gym wars? Have you had those type of gym wars with people? Like, have you had partners where you have gym wars? Like,
Yeah.
And so
Not-
no, because my next question was going to be, are there guys that can't turn it on? They're very good in the gym and you have those gym wars with them, but then they can't turn it on under the lights. Have you had that?
Yeah. It's such a hard sport. You think someone's a killer until you put them under the lights, and then you think the guy that's going to get killed ends up being a champion. So it's such a crazy sport that you never know you're going to get until you're under that pressure and how they're going to handle it. And for the gym wars, when I was younger, going overseas and training at different gyms and living in America for I think I lived there for 10 months. I lived in Vegas for 3 months and then San Diego for 6 months. And then you go to the boxing gyms and because you're the white guy, you're cannon fodder. They want to prove a point. And when you stand there and trade with them and give it back to them, everyone's like, holy shit! You get a tap on the shoulder after the spar, and then they realize that you're not there as a statistic. You're there to have a crack. So and then it's cool when you get people's respect. It's very nice. But when you think you're gonna die, then that's when it sucks.
Do you like sparring hard like that? Have you always just liked fighting?
I've always liked fighting, yeah, of course. But
and you like sparring
I just
hard?
like playing. So no. I'd rather just play, and then I want to walk out of the gym the same way I walked in. I don't want to walk out with a limp or a blood nose or a cut because of longevity. I've done this forever, and then I can kill myself in the ring. I don't mind going to hospital for that, but I don't want to get hurt for free. I'd rather get paid for it if I'm going to get hurt.
No, 100%. We sort of have that mentality as well. It's like we don't spar an overly amount. It's just we have matches sometimes and we do a lot of work and stuff, but it's exactly that. It's like there's a time and a place like to let loose.
And then the studies shown with the CTE as well. A majority of the damage is doing in the gyms. So it's not the fight day; it's the 10-week preparation where you're sparring twice a week, heavy for 10 weeks times. If you have 50 fights, so all the accumulation from all the spars that you've had leading up to all your fights is what does the kills all the cells, I guess. And then the fight's just the cherry on top. So, but yeah, I'd rather be able to remember my name when I finish my career instead of proving it in the gym in front of a couple of people that are watching for nothing. It's stuff like that.
No, 100%. Do you have anything else, Rob?
No, like when you just one quick question on what you were saying. So like you would spar or play as you said with no shin pads on or anything.
Yeah, when I got there, the gym didn't own a set of shin pads. So then and everyone's shins are so hard as well. Everyone's shins protrude by about an inch, and it goes all the way from their knee to their ankle. So it's like two baseball bats attached to their thighs. And when you bring your checkup, you get that clunk, and it's like, that hurts so bad. But you're seeing. So my trainer, I train 3 hours in the morning, 3.5 hours in the afternoon. I would have a shower, would have dinner, and then my trainer used to get on the whiskeys. And then after he started changing colour and started getting a bit blurry, we'd play spar in his lounge room from about maybe 9 o'clock to about 10:30, 11 at night, every day. So, and then no shin pads, we just laugh. He'd have a sip of whiskey, we'd play again, get a big sweat on, and then the more drunker he got, the funnier it would be, and it was so cool. And I think I learned majority of my stuff from the drunken master instead of than what I did in the gym. It was amazing. It was so cool.
How much interaction do you still have with some of those old trainers?
Just by internet, if we might leave a comment or leave a like or whatever else, and then with my sponsor Richard, I still go to his restaurant once or twice a week. And he doesn't let me speak English. He makes me speak Thai to him as well. He said, if you speak English, you're gonna forget. So only Thai. So yeah, we just mumble and Thai together and catch up. And he's 72 now, and yeah, he's my Aussie dad. So he's taking me under his wing. He calls me his son in front every time he introduces me to people. His restaurant's just full of my photos, and I'm full of photos, but majority is all my stuff. So people walk in, they see my the John Wayne Parr Museum. It's very humbling.